Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then hi, welcome to my channel. Today, before we start off with the video, I just want to quickly talk to you guys because I am having the biggest problems with YouTube at the moment. Everything I'm trying to upload is being copyrighted. I'm trying to get it all like fixed and sorted, but it takes like 30 days and it's just a nightmare. So please bear with me and follow me over on my Instagram because I'm uploading a lot more content over there and you get to know what's happening and if I'm going to be uploading, and that is just the place to be. I'm so sorry that videos are here, there and everywhere. My plan is to upload twice a week as soon as I sort out this copyright issue, because movie commentary obviously is allowed on YouTube. There are so many people that I watch and that I love do this. I think just because I'm a lot smaller, I'm just not priority. It's just really frustrating. It means I can't do my job for you guys, which really sucks, but I am trying, I promise. But anyway, we're gonna get straight on into this video. Today's video is everything that I watched in the month of April. I just talk through all the TV and all the film that I watched this month without any spoilers, so if you want to go watch it yourself, then you can do. So this month is actually way smaller than other months because I just didn't, I don't know why. At the beginning of the month, I just ended up playing a lot of video games rather than watching TV or film, which is probably good for me. I do need a break from time to time from watching too much TV. Starting off with TV, as always, I watched Ackley Bridge for the first time. You guys were telling me in the comments to watch Ackley Bridge. Like every single video I uploaded, people told me to watch Ackley Bridge. And I saw an advert for it on TV and I was like, oh, this is what everyone's telling me to watch. I'll give it a go. It's a little bit Waterloo Roady, if you know what that is. I will talk about that later as well. But Ackley Bridge is following these kids that go to the school Ackley Bridge in Ackley Bridge. So it's these two different schools, two very different like cultures being pushed together to make a more diverse school to prove that everyone can get along. So I watched this and thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought this was great. It took me back to when I was like 13, 14 and watched Waterloo Road every single week, but it just was a little bit more modern because obviously Waterloo Road is the beginning of 2000s, whereas this is more 2016, 2017 onwards. But yeah, I've been watching all of that and I've caught up to the newest season because the new season just came out. I just think the representation is quite good. There's lots of different characters, different situations going on. You've got like your teen pregnancies, you've got people who want to drop out of school, you've got mental health, you've got sexuality, like you've got all those typical teenage things. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you'd like that kind of teenage drama, young adult thing, because you'll definitely enjoy this. I may as well move on to Waterloo Road, which is what I am currently watching. I'm currently at the end of season 3. There is 10 seasons, I believe, so I've got a while to get through it all. But because I watched Ackley Bridge, I was like so in the mood to watch Waterloo Road again because I watched it when I was younger, but obviously not from the very start because it started in 2006. I was 8. But again, Waterloo Road is following this school, Waterloo Road, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm like non-stop watching it. I can't stop myself from watching it because it's so good. I love the characters in it. Some of the characters stay from season 1 to season 10, which is brilliant. I would highly recommend Waterloo Road. If you've watched Ackley Bridge and you like that, definitely watch Waterloo Road because this is like the first version of Ackley Bridge. I'm really enjoying it, I'm loving it, and it's going to take me a little while to get through, which is exactly what I needed. I'm so bored of watching something for a day and being like, oop, I finished it. The next TV show that I've been watching is Below Deck Mediterranean. I've talked about Below Deck before and that was the original series. Below Deck Mediterranean is so much better than just the average Below Deck. I highly recommend it. Like the drama is so filled. It's just great, okay? I personally prefer the crew on Below Deck Mediterranean. I think it's more interesting. I think there's more different types of people. I just really recommend it. It is about following these yachties, so people that work on yachts, the deck crew and the waitress staff and the captain and, you know, all of that stuff, and you get to see like the behind the scenes of it. Personally, could never ever do it. So if you like a reality TV show, you will 100% like Below Deck Mediterranean. Another thing I've been watching is something that I've been watching weekly because it's been coming out weekly, but it is the Syndicate, which is on BBC. I believe the day I'm filming this, the last episode is tonight, so you'll be able to watch the whole entire thing in one hit. But this, I hate being negative, okay? I want to see the best in every single TV show I watch. I want to be able to tell you how good it is, but this... So the Syndicate is about this group. This is the 4th series they've done of this now, which is the exact same storyline again and again and again, but just in a different way. The Syndicate is about this group of young teenagers, young adults. I don't really know how old they're meant to be. The timeline in it is very confusing. And they all chip in every week to enter the lottery, and they win. Like, they actually win the £27 million, but the shopkeeper that they give the ticket to steals the ticket and says that he's won the money, and they are basically trying to get it back. Now, the actual story and everything isn't bad, but oh my god, the acting. Just some of the stories in it. There's one girl in it that's slightly curvy, and her whole personality, and I mean her whole personality, is about her liking food. It's ridiculous. Like, we're watching it like, where is her backstory? Everyone else has a backstory but her, and she just talks about food. That's it. That's all they do for her. There's a guy in it with a kid, and the ages and the dates and the years just don't match up with how old the kid is. There's just a lot of plot holes or things that just don't make sense or just out of touch. And the last TV show that I've been watching is Glow Up. Glow Up is back for another season. It is once again a reality competition show like Bake Off, like The Great British Sewing Bee, which I've also been watching, but it's all about makeup. There's contestants going against each other to win a contract to be a makeup artist with some of the biggest makeup artists in the world, doing makeup challenges every single week. It's really interesting, it's really fun. I've loved every single season of it. I think it's really good, and the talent is exquisite. I love it. But yeah, that is all the TV I've watched this month. Now moving on to films. The first one is The Girl Next Door. Now, I watched this at the very beginning of April, so I'm kind of struggling a little bit because my memory is that bad. This was a good film, a classic early 2000s kind of film. So it's about this guy that gets a new neighbor, and it turns out that she's like an ex-porn star. He doesn't know this at first, like he has no idea. He just like kind of falls for her and she falls for him. It's really sweet. I think the first half of the film is really sweet and really wholesome, and I actually really liked it. And then halfway through it has this turn, but it was actually surprisingly good. I was expecting not to really like it all that much or think it was quite like insensitive, which it is at times, don't get me wrong, it was the early 2000s, but I did actually really enjoy this. Now, the next film I watched was a little bit of a heavier watch. This was Promising Young Woman, which was nominated for the Oscars, and I saw loads of people talk about it, so I had to give it a watch. I'm going to talk about some sensitive topics very quickly. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to, and for your sake, I'm sure you don't want to know all the graphic details, but this film is about sexual assault, kind of taken from the case on Brock Turner, I think his name is. I don't care what his name is, I don't want to know. Where he got let off for doing some awful things to a woman because he was a promising young man. Now, there is so much wrong with that one statement, I won't even go into it, but they basically took it and were like, cool, let's call this film Promising Young Woman. Turn it around a little bit, and this woman is going out to see guys will just pick her up, you know, like the nice guys that are like, oh, are you alright, you okay? And then end up just trying to sexually assault them whilst they're blackout drunk, and she's there to just kind of scare them into not doing it because her friend was sexually assaulted in the past and nothing was done to the guy because, you know, he's got so much going for him and blah 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 blah. So it's just exploring that. It is a really heavy watch, and the ending, oh, yeah, I just really, really recommend it. I thought it was great. If you can take it, that is. If it's not in your place to be able to watch something like that, then please don't watch it. But if you can, this is such a good film, like such a good film. And the final film I watched was Love and Monsters because Dylan O'Brien was in it, therefore I had to watch it. When I explain it to you though, it's not going to sound like an easy watch, but trust me, it's full of humour, it's light, even though the actual storyline is dark, which sometimes you need in something like that. So Love and Monsters is about how one day the world, or America, they don't really classify that, have loads of insects and reptiles become huge and destroy the place, like kill lots of humans, destroy the land to the point where humans need to like go underground and never step foot on land again because they've just taken over the land. It's ridiculous and silly, but I love it. Lots of fighting, lots of weird monster things that are giant insects, and it's silly, but it's really, really fun, and Dylan O'Brien's in it, so what more could you want? But yeah, that is everything that I watched in April. I know it's a lot shorter than I usually have my lists at, but you know, I can't watch TV every second of every day, otherwise my eyes will turn square. Do you remember when parents used to say that? My mum used to tell me that all the time. Guess what? They're not. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to follow me over on Instagram because that is where we are way more active because of YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below what other things you've been watching or anything you want me to watch in the future, whether that's for a watch along or whether that's just in general you think I should watch it. I've got a few more ideas in my head of ways to get around this copyright problem, so don't worry. I just need time to, you know, get my head around it all. I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully I'll see you again very soon.